Ha ha! What up, you do? Yeah, boy, burn. I forgot my name. Help me out in the comments. But look, today I'm gonna be real. This is weird because I've never reacted to like music commentary channels. But this nigga, Black Speakers, which I didn't even know he was actually black until he told us in one of his videos. I was shocked. I was baffled. But I was like, hey, he a nigga. He one of us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this nigga videos. First of all, no homo. I love your voice. If you somehow watching this, Black Mr. Blackie, that sounded racist. I'm not calling you that. I'm gonna just call you Speakers. But I love your voice, bro. No homo, but I'm finna get into the video, bro. But yeah, Polo G leveled up. I agree. Let's see.
Polo.
Hit that like button.
Can we talk about how much this guy has actually leveled up
Talk
in
to me.
2020? Just for a second, okay? Can we do that? Since I dropped that Lil Baby 2020 video yesterday, I thought I'd also take a look at Polo's 2020 because there are a couple things I for sure want to bring up. So yeah. Let's talk about it. Now, Polo G has obviously elevated like crazy ever since he got in the game. This is one of those rappers who I think had the same "this guy's definitely gonna take off" effect on everyone when they heard his music for the first time. Like I've said in the past, my
I ain't gonna lie.
music
No, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't expect it. I don't want to sound like I don't want nobody to hate me for this, but when Polo G first came out, I was still fuck with his music, but I was like, he another thug nigga. I didn't expect like I felt no, not fall in love, but I like this nigga's personality too. I didn't expect that. It takes a lot for me to like a rapper's personality. This nigga's actually cool as hell. Like, I didn't expect that. But music-wise, yeah, his music, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Finer Things, like a lot of other people. After Finer Things, though, he followed that up with Hollywood. And then after that came We Pop Out at Your Party, okay? Featuring Lil TJ, which was 1,000.
I didn't hear him until Pop Out at Your Party. I ain't gonna lie.
Properly blow up. Around
yeah, that's the one I heard.
That's when Battle Cry came out.
And then I started listening to everything.
Things have just been going up and up and up for him. Polo started off on a very strong note, man. I think all those consistently good and impactful records he dropped back to back to back to back set himself up real good. He simply capitalized very well on all those initial eyes he had on him. He had the benefit of being a new artist in the genre who on top of that had a little bit of skin in the game because he didn't come empty-handed leading into Finer Things. He did have a little buzz going for himself with the help of, you know, the drill shit. He of course then did 180, reinvented himself and introduced himself to the industry as a melody dominant artist leading.
Bruh, let's be real, niggas. I didn't expect him to be this good melodically, bro. That got me. It's the voice for me. This man literally came in and was like, I'm gonna show these niggas I'm not just a rapper. I'm an artist. Like he showed niggas he's an artist, not a rap. That's tough. Good for you, Polo.
Into a little bit later in 2019, though, that's when the Deep Wounds music video dropped, and then almost 3 weeks after that, that's when Die Legend dropped, aka his introduction project. He had a lot of momentum going into this project, and I think kind of observing how he decided to approach this release is a great example of the right way to do things as a new artist in the industry. One thing he did really well with Die Legend is really just taking his time with it. He patiently took his time with his introduction project, made sure he had a track record of strong singles behind its name, some really solid visuals that complemented the songs. Everything he dropped starting from Finer Things all the way to Die Legend had a very consistent theme in terms of sound. So many things he made sure to have in place before he actually jumped in the water, so to speak. The next chapter of the story was obviously the GOAT. Polo G definitely made sure he delivered on this one. If I had to pick one really...
Oh my god, that album! Bruh, I'm gonna be real. At first, when this nigga was calling himself the GOAT, it's just like you know, everybody calls himself the GOAT. But now he's actually showing niggas like, no, like I'm serious, nigga. Like I'm the GOAT. Like y'all niggas finna see, I'm serious. I'm actually the GOAT. And he is actually proof. I ain't gonna lie, he proving that shit. Let's see what song even say. I ain't gonna lie. See, I don't want to be biased and say Flex. I think my favorite song is talking about I was gonna be. What just happened? What just happened? Something just happened? Hold up, y'all. I don't know what that was. My favorite song from this man on the album is Told Him I Was Gonna Be Some. That bro shit make me sick, big appetite with a weak stomach. That shit.
One exceptional thing about this album and one thing I don't like, what would those two be?
Hold on, wait.
To pick one really good thing, one exceptional thing about this album and one thing I don't like, what would those two be? The best thing about this project is definitely how well Polo G showcased the good aspects of him as a rapper and managed to compress that into one project that sounds good, that hits hard, that has some emotional pain, but isn't too sappy, but also isn't too rough in terms of sound. And then one thing I don't like, I would say for sure the lack of flexibility, I guess you could say, of Polo G as a rapper. Personally, I think there's a lot of untapped potential inside of him he still hasn't brought to the surface just yet, even though he made sure to flex, no pun intended, a lot of the great qualities of himself as an artist on the GOAT. Overall, I'd say that he was definitely playing it safe.
I got it, because like the song Flex, I got that.
Polo G has the same flow comments, and I do agree with that to some extent. It's definitely not on the extreme side at all, though. I think he's just found a really successful formula that works very early on.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Equation here, but he's sticking to that because that's what he knows best. That's kind of the GOAT summarized. He gives you the exact product you signed up for, but if you're not that bought into his sound, it might get old for you. Which for me personally, it doesn't, because I am very much bought into what he has to offer.
No cap.
Also, forget the fact that Polo G aside, all these young guys are super early in the process. Polo G to me seems like the kind of rapper who's gonna figure it out because he just has an overload of hunger inside of him. At the end of the
no cap, this nigga, he is hungry. That's the key to everything, y'all. You gotta stay hungry. You know what I'm saying? Don't be eating too much. Keep eating, but stay hungry. I don't know what I'm saying, but some of y'all understood what I meant.
One of the things that does set him apart from a lot of other rappers in his lane is his desire to keep on grinding. Definitely reminds me a lot of Lil Baby's work ethic. Lil Baby is simply staying ahead of the curve because he's putting in so much into what he's doing. Apart from the success in his own music though, he for example started his own label, Capital Records. He signed his first artist back in September, which was Scory, who's an artist.
That nigga hard.
A song called Moods.
That song's hard.
Still going crazy. He's
hard.
Had a couple really notable verses as well. Three-Headed Goat is at the top of that list. His verse on The Code by King Von, R.I.P. to Von, is another. And then that verse on R.I.P. 2.0 by Big KBZ.
Hey, that song hard too. No cap.
I think Polo G is headed in a very good direction, man. There's a lot of force, a lot of impact, a lot of power behind everything he's doing. Simply put, man, he's moving with a purpose, and that's something that kind of goes beyond just the music. There's some rappers who you can look at and instantly, with conviction, say, I know that this artist is for sure gonna stay in the game and actually be relevant for a long time, and he's one of them. With time, I'm sure we're gonna see him stepping outside of his comfort zone, diversifying his approach to how he makes his music. No matter the kind of level he reaches though, I think one of the consistent aspects of his music that's gonna stick with him is the passion aspect. That's what makes Polo G great, in my opinion. It's gonna be interesting to see how he approaches that next release though. Die Legend was good, the GOAT was great. Will he be able to give us something that's gonna surpass that? Like they say.
Yeah, he will. Oh, he will.
Polo G obviously had an amazing 2020. What do you think is next for him though? Definitely let me know in the comment section below and let's have a discussion about this.
I'm gonna be real. Polo G, I didn't expect, first of all, I didn't necessarily expect him to grow. He grew as an artist a lot. Like, you know, a lot of artists, when they got like the thug image, they hit a wall, you know what I mean? And it's hard to push past that. This nigga pushed past that. I feel like the goal for being an artist, you have to hit past the limitation of like, they just see you as a rapper. They need to see you as a human. Like, I see Polo G as a human, a straight human, bro. And that's why I fuck with him. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I don't know, bro. Same for Kodak. I don't know. I just saw Kodak and I recommend him. Like, yeah, you see them niggas as a human. Once you get past the rapper part, you're like, they're human. Now you fuck with on both levels. Like, this is how he transcends over. It's like, you talk, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Subscribe, like, and comment. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying.